guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mr. Deathbreath, where I do spoiler-free film reviews and sometimes celebrity interviews. Today we have another documentary that's currently playing at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival called A Prison Within. So again, I will not be giving it a good or bad rating because it's a documentary, and I feel like that's not fair because these things are really up to your personal viewpoint and how you feel, so that doesn't seem like a fair critique. Okay, so A Prison Within essentially is looking at the criminal justice system, okay, more specifically incarceration. And what they ask is they ask you the simple question, you know, why is it that offenders come back to prison shortly after committing crimes? Why is it that they can't stop it from happening? Why is that? And really what they start addressing is the fact that it isn't about incarceration that's helping, but you need to find a way to heal what's broken in the mind, essentially. So the reason why someone decides to go and shoot someone on the street is because they had a hard upbringing. And that's not to negate the fact that they committed the crime, but more to acknowledge the fact that, you know, a troubled childhood leads to pain. Pain ends up growing, and it grows out of control, and essentially the person lashes out. So for instance, an abusive father, a bad childhood, always being torn down. And essentially what this documentary looks to show you is how these people can truly be changed, not with just traditional incarceration, but getting to the root of the problem and understanding why they are the way they are and why they took the actions they choose to take. And what gets really interesting is they tend to follow a group of men essentially talking about all the things they've done, from murder to rape to just senseless acts of violence. And they start digging deep, essentially having a therapy session, if you will, where these men are talking and unveiling why they did what they did and how they felt, and ultimately uncovering the reasons why they were the way they were. And it's really fascinating. They do a really good job at getting you to see that, you know, the abuser isn't always just the abuser, but they're also the victim. That person's the victim because of how they felt. These things led them to be this way. It was a product of their upbringing, bad environment. And I don't want to give too much away, but I really think that this is a film that everyone should see. It'll give you a different perspective, even if you take it out of the prison system. Let's just say, for instance, you're having an issue with a coworker, or you're having an issue with someone while driving, you know, or you're having an issue with anyone anywhere. Well, why is that person getting aggressive with me? Why are they trying to harm me? Why are they coming at me aggressively? Because something inside them is broken. And I'm not saying to a massive degree. It could be a massive degree or it could be a minimal degree. But everyone's going through their own journey and struggle, and it's difficult when sometimes you're also going on your struggle and you just want to do iron to iron clashing, or you don't understand why someone's cursing at you. You know, if you work in retail, you have maybe a coworker or a customer come in and start shouting at you because maybe the soup you made wasn't warm enough. And it isn't about the soup, right? It isn't about the fact that you forgot to turn your blinker when you safely crossed over and got behind the truck behind you. It's because that person has an issue. And the same with the whole criminal justice system. People are getting incarcerated, coming back to jail because they have unresolved issues that have permeated through them. And that's what this film, A Prison Within, goes to address. Guys, I highly recommend watching this movie. Again, all these films have been fantastic. Thank you so much to everyone that sent me the screeners to be able to promote these movies. I'm very grateful. Guys, I hope you enjoyed these documentaries and that wonderful film. Show me what you got. Guys, please hit the like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and if you happen to be in Santa Barbara at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival, or as I like to call it, SBIFF, check out these films. Guys, as always, I'll see you soon.